right, so here's the former UFC welterweight champion, the chosen one, Tyron Woodley. 4 successful title defenses as well for Woodley. Power right hand, outstanding wrestling chops, and really a strategist when it comes to the matchup and how best to approach it.
In everything, in every facet of life, Tyron Woodley is a strategist. He finds the best approach for him, and he makes it work. And it's shown in his ability to be in big fights, in big events, a guy that can win fights in a number of ways. We spend a lot of time talking about Tyron Woodley and his wrestling ability, but he doesn't use it that much because he has a right hand that can put anybody to sleep in the drop of a dime.
Just don't tell him he was the underdog against Darren Till back in the day.
He doesn't like it. That was a crazy, crazy night down in Dallas.
All right, so here he is, DC, the former UFC welterweight champion. They call him Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And I know when it comes to the power threats on this UFC roster, you think this is as powerful a striker as we have in the UFC.
Yes, he is. He's one of those guys that can shut your lights out in no time. And when you talk about fitting nicknames, Ruthless is as fitting as anyone in the entire organization. When I think about the ruthlessness of Robbie Lawler, I think to the Rory McDonald fight, where Rory had taken such a beating that he just fell down and goes, enough. This is absolutely crazy that I would try to stand and fight this man anymore. Robbie Lawler is a guy that has no quit. He will take it to the edge of whatever you can accomplish physically and push you past it. And he did it that night against Rory McDonald.
He's got a canyon-sized hole in his lip, and he is totally unfazed, right? The toughness that even a lot of UFC fighters maybe can't even relate to. Good to see Ruthless Robbie Lawler back, and hopefully in fine form here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Tyron, the chosen one, Woodley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. It is a rematch between former welterweight champions as round 1 gets underway between Robbie Lawler and Tyron Woodley. Lawler feels like he has shored up some holes, made the right adjustments, and he feels like he's going to exact some revenge here tonight.
Yes, he needs to. He has to feel and has to approach this fight differently. Last time he was very cautious. It ended in him getting knocked out. So how much worse can it really be if you just go and fight as Robbie Lawler does?
And blocks the shot there. So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl, DC.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
And now some separation. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Nice punch by Robbie Lawler.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
All right, so he lands another hook there. He's fallen in love with that strike, but when you continue to land at this type of clip, why get away from it?
Why not? Why not fall in love with a punch that can't miss? He cannot miss with this hook. He's doing a good job of setting it up, fading out a jab, and then throwing the hook around his opponent's high guard.
Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was...
I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble.
Oh, this one could be over soon.
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar.
It's gotta be it. It seems so tight.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
Calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm bar.
Straight to the body by Lawler. 45 seconds remain in the round. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
Horn sound for the end of round one. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Lawler's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that...
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hit to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to...
This could just about do it. Oh, he goes with the punch and he lands. Well, looks like Woodley's right back to the full mount.
Setting up a submission.
Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Your winner by submission.
What a performance.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called us out to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Tyron the Chosen